Yes, I know my hair's a mess. I just finished watching Terminator Zero on Netflix, and I really enjoyed this show. Not as much as some people. I just don't get into anime a whole lot, but I think this show is one of the few animes that was able to grab me enough to make it work for me. And it's mainly because I really liked the world of the first couple Terminators. And while this is a very anime take on that, is the anime science fiction and our science fiction are a little bit different. Anime science fiction, at least most of it, is very much inspired by Ghost in the Shell, which in itself is inspired by Blade Runner, amongst other things. And so our Japanese, anime science fiction is more philosophical, more that kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, our science fiction is too. We have Star Trek for that kind of stuff. But even Star Trek can be a bit silly. It can have certain jokes, right? Goofy stories, lots of action within it. And it can be, a little bit more silly. So, so that's kind of what the show aims to be, is like Terminator's version of Ghost in the Shell. It's still very much Terminator in some of its feel, and some of the ideas of exploring about humanity and how we lead to our own destruction, and T-800s, and there's lots of that kind of action you expect in a Terminator franchise, but not as much as you expect, because it's trying to be more introspective and explore different ideas. And I think that really works for the show. I also think the voice acting for the English dub, which is the version I watched on Netflix, was great. The animation was great as well, and worked especially for a lot of the action sequences, but even just the slower moments of just introspective conversations. I vastly enjoyed a lot of that stuff within this show, and I think it was able to make a very, very interesting, well done, well crafted show that I didn't love, but I did really like, and I would recommend if you're a Terminator fan, especially since I think a lot of Terminator fans over the years have been feeling like the Terminator franchise has been very cookie cutter and very not risk taking in the right ways, and this is. And I think that's something to look forward to.